You may read the title and think, this can't be real. But even those diehard fans of Jada Pinkett have been utterly shocked by some of her cold actions. Ever since Will Smith slapped Chris Rock after his wife gave him a side-eye, a lot of clips have resurfaced showing just how bossy and bitchy Jada Pinkett can actually be. Here's more revelations from Hollywood. It seems as though Jada Pinkett actually coerced Ayesha Curry to cheat on her husband, living legend Steph Curry. Will and the Beast. In the past few years, Jada has been demonized, but it seems that the crowd didn't turn on her. It seems that they were repulsed by her true colors. By all discussions, it seems as though Jada brought this reputation on herself. After the slap that was heard around the world, evidence came out showing why Will has been miserable in his marriage for 20 years. In interviews in 2021, Will Smith said he took loads of the hallucinogenic drug ayahuasca and at one point wanted a harem of 25 women as he struggled with his relationship with his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. Ayahuasca, pronounced ayahuasca, is a plant-based psychedelic that affects all 5 senses. It's potent enough to not only alter one's thinking and emotions, it also changes one's perception of time. These were some of the high-end paranormal research drugs used by clandestine sub-branches of the various departments of superworld powers, like US, UK, Russia, and China. Indeed, things got way out of hand for Will, who was trying to cope with his love for his wife and her unconventional philosophy on marriage. Jada Pinkett Smith had such a hold on Will's heart that it took a harem of 25 women to replace her. Writing in his memoir, Will, which was released in late 2021, the megastar confided in counselor Michaela Boehm regarding his harem. Michaela encouraged Will Smith to mention the names of some of the lovely ladies that he'd like to lust after in his lavish harem loft. The standout names that Will suggested was Halle Berry and ballerina Misty Copeland. But overall, with the counselor's help, Will came up with 25 dynamic and talented women from across the globe to be part of his fantasy harem. Interestingly enough, perhaps his wife Jada would have actually helped him set the harem up. That's not just a joke. With her mentality of unconventional marriage, she probably would have been happy to pimp girls out to her husband. Will Smith has admitted that his wife never believed in conventional marriage. According to Will, throughout the years of marriage, they spent a long time figuring out their relationship boundaries. He said, Jada never believed in conventional marriage. Jada had family members that had an unconventional relationship. He went on to subtly implicate the norms of this mentality ingrained in Jada. So that's where we stand with the list of 25 that would be needed to replace the hole in his heart for Jada Pinkett. Aside from his memoir, it was all revealed in an interview as he was asked, what would make him happy? The superstar actor was initially excited by the prospect of realizing he could actually have his own harem. He swore to start working on the harem project. But the next morning, it dawned on him that the harem fantasy was related to his strained relationship with Jada. And Smith recalled in his book, I guess I felt if I had enough women, I'd always be able to find at least one of them who liked me. If I can't figure out how to nurture and nourish one extraordinary woman, what the F made me think I could care for 25? And this is the angle that Jada Pinkett injected to convince Ayesha Curry to cheat on her husband, Steph Curry. Jada Pinkett influences Ayesha Curry. In an old video from Red Table Talk, Jada Pinkett picks at the open sore of how spouses don't fulfill each other. The common theme is that their spouse just ain't enough. In the infamous session, Ayesha said she wished she got more attention from other men because her husband wasn't enough. For many, it doesn't make any sense for her to say such a thing. After all, Ayesha Curry is a woman of faith, family, finances, and fame. At 33 years old, the celebrity chef and restaurateur checks all the boxes when it comes to youth and success. How could it not be enough? Aside from her magnificent career, Ayesha Curry is the wife of NBA player Steph Curry. This Golden State Warrior guard and NBA sharpshooter is a living legend with a net worth of $92 million. According to Forbes, Ayesha's husband is the highest paid NBA star in 2022. And just at the age of 34 this year, he stands to double that, if not triple it, by the time he retires. The two-time MVP signed the NBA's first $200 million contract in 2017. He became the first player with 2 such deals when he inked a 4-year, $215 million extension in 2021. To call him a good catch is an understatement. He's handsome, rich, talented, noble, and humble. How could any lover of his not get enough? But during Jada Pinkett's Red Table Talk, Ayesha Curry publicly expressed dissatisfaction over not receiving enough male attention from men that are not her husband. During the Red Table Talk, she confessed, "Something that really bothers me and honestly has given me a sense of a little bit of insecurity is the fact that, there are all these women throwing themselves at my husband. But me, I don't have any of that. I have zero. It sounds weird, but male attention." Ayesha went on to add, "And so then I begin to internalize it and I'm like, is something wrong with me?" Jada empathized with the predicament, acknowledging that she's been in the exact same situation. But perhaps it wasn't as severe. But once that bomb was dropped, Jada had her opening to speak about her non-traditional thoughts on marriage. And of course, she tried to plant the seed in Ayesha that it is okay to get some outside loving. Ironically, around the same time of this Red Table Talk, Sonya Curry, the mother of Steph Curry, was having an affair with Steve Johnson, who was actually one of her husband's close friends. Dell Curry's friend, Steven Johnson. Jada Pinkett's involvement in the Sonya and Dell Curry breakup. Jada Pinkett could have something to do with Stephen Curry's parents' divorce. Reports came out that Pinkett was the one who helped Sonya Curry realize that not only did she need a divorce, but she'd be wise to have that affair with the former New England Patriot tight end, Steven Johnson. The irony comes as Dell Curry and Steven Johnson were actually college friends. Who would have known that Dell's former friend would be the first in line to romance his wife? Jada Pinkett had an interview with Stephen Curry's mother Sonya Curry in 2019, where she reflected on her marriage with Dell Curry. In one of the episodes of Red Table Talk, Jada Pinkett Smith, Willow Smith, and Gammy went to North Carolina to the private home of NBA royalty to meet the queens of the Curry family. People in attendance were basketball superstar Steph Curry's wife Ayesha Curry, along with Curry's mother Sonya, his sister Siddle Curry Lee, and future sister-in-law Callie Rivers, the lover of Steph's brother Seth and sister to NBA star Austin Rivers. They all got real chummy and cozy, opening up about everything from anxiety issues to flirtatious female fans. It was described as a real talk summit with real NBA wives. Then the bills were spilled, and the cat was left out of the bag. Steph's mother Sonya revealed how life changed when she and Dell married at a young age. She was quoted saying, "Each stage, different things fuel the marriage. There's different types of commitments at different levels. First commitment was to the person because you were in love. The second one, you were committed to the family because you got to build this, and to some degree, you were committed to kids. When you're going through bumpy times, you think a lot about kids. And the third part is, whoa, nobody's here. It's just us." He looks at me and goes, "You're not that 18-year-old girl that got married to me." And I look at him and go, "Okay." With that quote, it seems that Dell had lost interest in her. At least that's how Sonya felt. Dell and Johnson were quite close. They would frequent Duke games together to support Steph Curry. Sonya soon started confiding in Johnson about the problems with Dell. And any man would tell their less wise younglings, never be the shoulder to cry on for your friend's girlfriend. Too many cases indicate that romance will spark. The case with Sonya Curry and Johnson was no different. Although no one can blame Jada Pinkett for being the culprit to make the affair happen, Jada is still faulted for planting and watering that seed of marital promiscuity. Where do you stand? Are you fed up with Jada Pinkett? Do you feel she's kind of a cancer compelling others to engage in reckless or immoral behavior? Comment down below.